Hello students, in today's class let us continue the chapter statistics. In the previous class we have learnt how to find the mean of grouped data, and we have learnt two methods, direct method and the assumed mean method. Hope you remember. In today's class let us see how to find the mode and the median of grouped data. To start with, let us learn about mode. What is meant by mode? We already learnt in our class 9 how to find the mode of a ungrouped data, right? What is meant by mode? Mode is the most repeated observation, most repeated value, right? The term with the maximum frequency is called as a mode. The most repeated value, we will call it as a mode, right? So how can we find the mode of a grouped data? If it is going to be with a class interval like this, how the maximum frequency corresponds to a range, right? How will you identify the particular value there? That's what we are going to learn in today's class. There is a formula for that. The things will go very easy. First, we have to identify our model class. Which is our model class? The class with maximum frequency. So if suppose this is your question, and if we see the maximum frequency here is 14, and 14 corresponds to the interval 120 to 140. So this is our model class. This is our model class, right? First step, you have to identify your model class. Then what is the formula for mode? L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. What is this L, F1, F0, H? Let us see. L is the lower limit of the model class. H is the size of the class interval. F1 is the frequency of the model class. F0 is the frequency of the class preceding the model class. And F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Let us take the same example. We have assumed this 120 to 140 is our model class. Then which is our L? L is going to be 120. H is going to be class size. The size is 20, right? 140 minus 120 is 20. So H is 20. What is going to be your F1? F1 is the frequency of the model class. So F1 is going to be 14. F0 is the frequency preceding the model class. So F0 is going to be 12. And F1 is the class succeeding the model class. F1 is the class succeeding the model class, which is 8. F2, right? F2. So F1 is the frequency of the model class. F0 is the frequency of the class preceding the model class. And F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Alright? Once we identify all these values, we can substitute in the formula and find what is mode. That's it. Let me solve a problem for you now. Now let us see question number 2 in exercise 14.2. The following data gives the information on the observed lifetimes in hours of 225 electrical components. Determine the modal lifetimes of the components. Let us see how can we solve this. First we have to tabulate the question, and then as I told you, see which has the maximum frequency. 61 is the maximum frequency which belongs to the interval 60 to 80. So this will be our model class. Once we identify our model class, we can identify the remaining required terms of the formula. What is our formula? L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. What is your L? Lower limit of the model class, which is 60. H is the class size, which is going to be 20, right? The difference between upper limit and lower limit is 20. That is called the class size. And F1 is the frequency of the model class, so it is 61. F0 is the frequency preceding the model class, which is 52. And F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class. So succeeding the model class, which is 38. So once we have identified all the values, we have to substitute and simplify. So after substituting, it's mere calculation only, and this H is multiplied with this term, then only you have to add with L. See, this whole term is multiplied with H, not this L plus this term is multiplied with H. So you should not add and then multiply 20. First you have to multiply 20, then only you have to add with 60. Many people will make mistake in this. So understand this and then solve your problem. So after dividing it, we got this, then you have to add. So you may get a single question and they may ask you to find the mode and the mean, median, mode, all the three they may ask you to find out. In that case, you know how to find the mean and you know how to find the mode. The same way you have to continue with your procedure, right? Hope you understood. Though nothing different in the entire exercise, all the problem is of the same kind. So I have done one problem for you and I will give certain problems as homework. Now let us move on to median. Let us see how can we find median for a given data. Now let us see how can we find our median. The same way, before we substitute in the formula, we have to identify our median class. Which is our median class? Class whose CF is greater than and nearest to n by 2. So we are coming across a new term called CF. What is the CF? Cumulative frequency. What is the CF called? Cumulative frequency. We are going to frame one more column, CF, cumulative frequency, that I will tell you how to find it while solving problem. So what is this? N stands for the total of your frequency, right? Or the total sum of frequency is your N, right? But when it is ungrouped data, we will call N as the number of observation. We call N as the number of observation if it is going to be ungrouped data. When it comes to grouped data, it is summation F, right? So what is your median formula? L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. What is this L? L is the lower limit of the median class. Here n is number of observation for ungrouped data. If it is going to be grouped data, here n is summation F. N is summation F for grouped data, right? And what is your CF? CF in the identity, CF in the formula. CF in the formula denotes what? CF of class preceding the median class. First we will identify which is our median class, and in that median class one CF will be there. That you should not substitute here. The CF preceding the median class only you should take it and substitute the value of CF in the formula. And what is this F? F is the frequency of the median class. So while you are observing your median class, the frequency which lies in your median class should be substituted for F, but the CF preceding the median class should be substituted here. And H is the as usual class size, right? So what is the formula? Median is L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Now let us see how can we solve problems. Let us see the first question. The following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Find the median, mean and mode of the data and compare them, right? So they asked you to find all the three. Now I am going to do only median for you. So this is what the question given there, monthly consumption in units and number of consumers, F. Now let me find out first CF. CF is cumulative frequency. From the name itself, you know, we need to cumulate the frequency. First frequency you have to write as such 4. Then you have to add this 4 with the next frequency. So 4 plus 5 is going to be 9, right? Then 9 plus 13 you have to do. 9 plus 13 is going to be 22, right? Then 22 plus 20 is going to be 42. 42 plus 14, it is going to be 56. Then 56 plus 8, it is going to be 64. Then 64 plus 4 is going to be 68, right? So cumulative, you have to cumulate with the frequency. What we have done, first value you have to write as such and then keep on adding your answers with the next frequencies. And if you see, summation F will be same as the last value of 68. Obviously, we are repeatedly adding these values. So this will be nothing but 68, right? Now, first step what we have to do is we have to find our n by 2. What is your n by 2? 68 divided by 2 which is going to be 34. So now we have to identify our median class. How will you identify your median class? Your median class is going to be the class which has a greater CF, a CF greater than this n by 2 or nearest to this n by 2. So n by 2 is 34. So let us see which is the immediate greater number than 34, which is 42, which is 42. Therefore, our median class is going to be this. This is what our median class. So we have identified our median class. How to identify your median class? Find your n by 2 and the class CF, and the class which has a CF immediate greater number of n by 2 is your median class. Right? Now let us write the formula for median. What is the formula for median? L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Now we have to identify what is our L, n by 2, CF, F and H. What is your L? Lower limit of your median class, which is 125. N by 2 is 34. CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. CF of the class preceding the median class, which is 22. So CF is 22. F is frequency of the median class. Frequency of the median class is 20 and H is the class size. What is the class size here? It is again 20. 145 minus 125 is going to be 20. Now we identified all the values. Now substitute in your formula. Median is equals to 125 plus 34 minus 22 divided by 20 into H is also 20. As I told you, you have to multiply this X with this and then only you have to add. So this 20 we can cancel, which is 125 plus what is 34 minus 22? It is going to be 12. So if we add 125 plus 12, we will get 137. Therefore, median is 137. Right? This is how you need to find the median. So to find the median, first you have to find what is your CF. After finding CF, you have to find your n by 2. Only after using n by 2 you can identify your median class. Once you have identified your median class, you can very well substitute in the formula and you can find the median. Right? Hope you understood. Now let us solve the second question. This is like finding the missing frequency which we did in mean. Here they have given you the class interval. We have two missing frequencies. They have given you summation F and the median. They asked you to find X and Y. Right? Now let us proceed in the same way. First, to find the median, we need to calculate our CF. The first value we will write as such. Next is we need to add this 5 with the next value. So it is going to be 5 plus X. Then 5 plus X plus 20. 20 and 5 we can add. So it is going to be 25 plus X. 25 plus X plus 15. So what is 25 plus 15? 40, right? So 40 plus X. Then 40 plus X plus Y is going to be 40 plus X plus Y, because we cannot add X and Y. Then 40 plus X plus Y plus 5 is going to be 45 plus X plus Y. And we know very well the last term of the CF will be equal to your summation F, right? So this implies 45 plus X plus Y is equal to 60. So this implies X plus Y equal to 60 minus 45. What is 60 minus 45? 15. So X plus Y equal to 15. We got one equation. Mark this as 1. Now to identify our median class, then only we can substitute in our formula. But to identify our median class, we need to know what is our n by 2. So n is 60 divided by 2, which is 30. But since we have unknown values in our CF, we cannot identify our median class using this n by 2. But we have another clue. What is it? median. Median is 28.5. So median lies in which interval? 20 to 30, right? Therefore, this is what our median class. So here only the median lies, therefore this is our median class. And if you see in the previous problem also, the median will lie in the median class only, right? Everywhere the mode will lie in the modal class, median will lie in the median class. We got 137 which lies in the interval 125 to 145, and in the mode problem, mode we got 65.625 which lies in the modal class. That's why we are identifying the class and then we are finding out the exact value, right? Now come back to this problem. Here they have given the median is 28.5, so which lies in this class, therefore this is our median class. Once we identified our median class, we can very well get the values, right? So what will be your lower limit, which is going to be 20. CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, so which is going to be 5 plus x. F is frequency of the median class, which is 20, and H is the class size is 10. Now once we identified all the values, let us substitute in our formula. Median is L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F multiplied by H. So your lower limit is 20 plus n by 2 is 30 minus CF is 5 plus x divided by F is 20 into H. And what is your median? 28.5 which is given in the question. Yes, sorry, H is 10, right? So H is 10. So 0, 0 will get cancelled. So it can be written as 20 plus 30 minus 5 is going to be 25. Plus into minus is minus x divided by 2. This side 28.5. Now let us take LCM, or else bring this 20 to the other side first, your wish. So 25 minus x by 2. If I bring this 20 to the other side, it will become 28.5 minus 20. So 28.5 minus 20 is going to be 8.5 into 2, which is equal to 25 minus x. So we got 8.5 into 2 equal to 25 minus x. So 17 equal to 25 minus x. So x is 8. Then substitute this x value in our first equation. We got x plus y equal to 15. So y will be 15 minus 8. So we got our missing frequencies. Hope you understood. So whenever they ask you to find the missing frequency, they will give you what is your summation f and what is your median. Using this you can find your missing frequency as we did now. Hope you understood. Now let us see the next question. A life insurance agent found the following data for distribution of ages of 100 policy holders. Calculate the median age if policies are given only to persons having age 18 years onwards but less than 60 years. Now if you look the question, see they didn't give you as a class interval. Instead they have given below 20 in age the number of policy holders is 2. Below 25 it is 6. Below 30 it is 24. When it is below 25 it will include below 20 also, right? Below 25 it include below 20. So including these 2 policy holders it is going to be 6. So below 30 will include below 25 also. So including this 6 it is 24. Hope you understood. They didn't give you the class interval. Instead they have, and they didn't give you the frequency, exact frequency. They have given you the CF actually. So how will you make it as a class interval? So below 20, and it is clearly given it starts from 18 years only. So 18 to 20. 18 to 20 there are only 2 holders. And the next interval 20 to 25, how will you find out? You have to subtract this 2 from 6. So it is going to be 6 minus 2, which is 4. And next below 30. So this is 20 to 25. Next is 25 to 30. You have to write it as 24 minus 6. So you have to subtract the preceding values to get your actual frequency. Hope you understood. We have to convert this into a class interval and you have to subtract the preceding values in order to get your actual value. Once you find your actual f, you can proceed with the problem by finding your cumulative frequency and with the usual procedure. So I am leaving this problem to you as homework. And if you see the next question, the class intervals are not continuous, and we know how to make it continuous because all the formula is being assumed only for the continuous intervals. So you have to make it continuous by subtracting 0.5 with your lower limit and adding 0.5 with your upper limit, right? And then proceed with your usual procedures. Hope you understood. The remaining problems are of same kind. So with this, let us wind up today's class. Do these problems as homework and post it in the group without fail, and if you have any doubts you can ask me. Thank you, students.